professional YouTuber vlog, day 112. Sometimes you have to kill your darlings, which doesn't mean kill the people you love. It means kill the ideas that you love. It's a Hollywood term, and I'm having to do that today because I had this idea for a script, and I just really liked the idea of doing ADHD parenting tips with Chloe, the highly distractible, hyperactive puppy, because Chloe has been very challenging. Brandy was a lot easier to raise as a puppy. I was not prepared for how difficult Chloe was going to be. She's very hyper, very distractible, very active. She really needs a lot of patience. We'll call it patience. And so I had this idea that I could do a parenting video because people have been asking for a long time for an ADHD parenting tips video, where I kind of said, well, here are some of the behavioral techniques that I've learned with Chloe. And behavioral therapy, the principles are kind of similar, whether you're raising a puppy or raising a kid. You want that immediate feedback, and, consistent routines is good. And there's just a few things that are helpful whether you're raising a puppy or a kid. Obviously, how you would implement those would be different, right? Like, I'm not going to do a sticker chart for Chloe. Like, just popping a little piece of hot dog in her mouth when she sits is fine. You can't really do that for a kid. Just follow them around, like popping treats in their mouth is going to be a little weird for them socially. So there are differences, obviously. Also, puppies can't exactly talk back. There are just a lot of differences, but I was like, there are a few things that are similar enough that I can do an episode about what I've learned while parenting Chloe the puppy that would also help, that is also, according to research, helpful for kids with ADHD. And I thought it was a great idea. But the more I get into it, I talked to Patrick, my research consultant. I talked to the team over at understood.org, which if you have a kid, like, head over there. They have amazing resources. They're a wonderful nonprofit that is focused on parenting an ADHD kid or a kid with a learning disability or anything like that. They are wonderful. And then I showed the script to Edward, and I kept getting the same reaction, which is, are you saying that parenting a kid is the same thing as parenting a dog? Parents might be offended by that. And as somebody who's not parented a child, I'm just like, well, no, it's not. Okay, I have to accept this, and I have to rewrite the script so that instead of being like, this is what I learned with Chloe that also works with kids, I'm gonna let that have been the inspiration for the episode, and instead I'm just gonna say, look, flat out, like, people have been asking for a video on ADHD parenting tips. I don't have a kid. I have a puppy. So we're going to make the best of things. And then we're going to cut to Chloe saying, I am the best of things. And then Brandy saying no comment because she's still not super a fan of Chloe, to be honest. Anyway, so, oh, baby. Poor Edward's like passed out on the couch. So, yeah, so that's the thing. So I've been rewriting the script today, like, finally gave in to it's not going to be about that. It's going to be about, here are some tips. Here are some tips that are helpful for raising ADHD kids. And I'm going to use Chloe, the highly distractible. No, not even highly distractible. I'm letting go of this idea, you guys. This is me letting go of it. Stepping away, killing my baby, killing my darlings. So, okay, this is what I'm doing. You see how badly my brain wants to stick to, like, the original idea? You got to let it go. Sometimes it was just the inspiration, and that's enough. So now it's going to be, I don't have a kid, so we're going to use Chloe to demonstrate. And then we're going to put Chloe in a sweatshirt with little little sock shoe things on. And I'm going to demonstrate straight principles, tips that are good for raising ADHD kids that are also ADHD friendly, because many ADHD parents can't follow very strict things that are going to be helpful for these kids. I'm keeping in mind that I'm still talking to a very ADHD audience. A lot of kids with ADHD have ADHD parents, so I'm trying to make these tips easy to follow and realistic. And I'm just going to run through the tips. So I am going to show Chloe with a sticker chart. I am going to have her on her phone too much. I am going to act like I'm doing everything that I would do with a kid, and I'm just using Chloe because I don't have access to a child. So that's the plan. I'm sad. I'm sad to give up my original idea, but I'm Yeah, mostly because I'm like, I've learned all these things and they're working, and I do have experience, but you know what? The fact that I have experience training a puppy is honestly irrelevant. Nobody cares. Like, it's not necessary. It's for the purpose of this video. And so sometimes you have to separate yourself a little bit from your art and be like, okay, all right, I'm going to do what's best for the audience and what's going to help people receive this in the best possible way, because it's not just my job to share information. I think it's my job to make that information digestible, whatever that means for people. That's why I have a plain blue wall. That's why I know I don't wear earrings in any episodes. That's why my hair and makeup is the exact same, because it's easier for people to take it in. It's why we do jump cuts. It's why we do animation. It's the whole point of all of this is to make information that's already available. Like, you guys can Google this stuff. For the most part, you can read these books, but the whole point of it is to make the information accessible and digestible for everybody. And the best way to do that, from the feedback I've gotten for parents, is to not make it about the dog. Let's make it about the kids. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll get back to working on the script. That's day 112.